All 90s kids will have fond memories of this classic sitcom, but some of its content is best left in the past. Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 Saved by the Bell moments that wouldn't be acceptable today. Before we begin, we publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. For this list, we're taking a look at those scenes or episodes of Saved by the Bell that would certainly not work on any show nowadays. Number 10. Mr. Belding's relationship with the students. Hey, what's going on here? Mr. Belding often seems to forget boundaries with his pupils, leading to some pretty uncomfortable viewing.
Mr. Belding, what are you doing here?
Bonding with my boys.
We've heard of teacher's pet, but things are taken a bit too far with one particularly uncomfortable moment that finds him hanging out with the guys in Zack's bedroom while trying to escape his own marital problems.
How about tacos and bowling on me?
Time out.
We have to wonder, where are everyone's parents? And why isn't anyone more concerned or uncomfortable with the fact that a grown man is hanging out with a group of teenagers?
I don't know what to say.
I do. Say, what time should I pick up your niece Friday night?
Mr. Belding, that's blackmail.
Yeah.
Number 9. The Zack Tapes. This episode shows that Zack has the makings of an evil genius.
And if any of you have a handsome single parent, I'm available.
After learning about how subliminal messaging works, Zack decides to use his newfound knowledge to control everyone around him. He even uses it to get out of trouble with Belding.
Who cares? Zach Morris is a good kid.
Well, I was hoping you'd say that, sir.
The most disturbing moment is when he dresses Screech up as a girl so they can sneak tapes into the girls' lockers to manipulate them into asking them to the dance.
Zack Morris is perfect in every way.
It's not long before everyone is onto him, and they dish up some much-deserved revenge. Number 8. Screech's obsession with Lisa. One of the running threads throughout the series is Screech's obsession with Lisa.
Where's Lisa? I can't wait to see her new outfit.
Me too. She's my reason for being.
While unrequited love is a classic trope, this is a disturbing version that we wouldn't want to find on our screens today.
Oh, do you want me to jump out of the cake, babe?
I'd like you to jump into the cake while it's baking.
It doesn't matter how many times Lisa has expressed disinterest in Screech, he's insistent, persistent, and uncomfortable to watch.
Okay, what am I bid for this lovely lingerie worn by Lisa while dreaming of Screech?
My entire life savings sold!
It's super creepy that he buys her lingerie when Zack decides to auction off her clothes, and don't even get us started on how he collaborates with Zack and his tapes to manipulate Lisa into going to the dance with him.
I'm not safe anywhere.
Number 7. The Teen Line episode. This episode had so much potential as it addressed teenage mental health, but Zack had to go and ruin it when he uses this confidential hotline to pick up a girl.
All in a day's work, helping beautiful teen babes.
As if this isn't unethical and inappropriate enough, his behavior upon learning she's physically disabled is painful to watch.
You're staring.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't expect you to be, sitting.
He's totally caught up on her wheelchair and never misses a moment to point out her disability to anyone who is willing to listen.
Melissa's handicapped, but she's really comfortable with it, so let's get over it, okay?
I'm over it.
He's completely shallow and offensive, and although he's shown to have a breakthrough toward the end, we never actually see Melissa again. Number 6. Fat shaming. It's clear from the get-go that Wendy has a thing for Zack, as she laughs at his casual misogyny.
Well, let's give them $200 and make them wear bikinis.
It's questionable enough that a high school is okay with auctioning its students off for dates, but Zack seems all up for it until Wendy becomes his highest bidder.
$75. Going once? Going twice?
$100!
He never hides the fact that he's uncomfortable with her weight and doesn't hesitate to fat shame her either.
This is also you don't have to go to the dance with me, isn't it?
No, Wendy.
Because I don't look like Lydia or Kelly or Elle McPherson.
It's so heartbreaking to see her joy met by his disappointment, but we're right there with her when she confronts Zack over his shallow behavior. Number 5. Raffling Off Lisa. Lisa's dad rewards her good grades by loaning her his credit card, but she goes overboard and spends almost $400.
You think I went overboard?
Like the crew of the Titanic.
While she's trying to find the responsible way out, Zack essentially pimps out his friend by putting a kiss with Lisa up for raffle, without her consent.
Terrifying threats.
Get away, creeps.
When that fails to bring in enough cash, he decides to sell Lisa's clothes, and even has Kelly modeling a swimsuit in the school halls. When Lisa tells Zack that she feels cheap, he basically tells her that she's worth $36.
I feel so cheap.
Lisa, you're not cheap. Made $36.
Number 4. The Video Yearbook. The gang decides to update the classic yearbook for a video version, but Zack opts to make a bit of money by selling the videos of his female classmates as part of a video dating service.
You and I will make a video dating tape and sell it to every lonely guy in town.
In a classic mix-up, Kelly's video gets sold too, and Zack is unhappy with the attention she's now getting from other guys.
Who's a dweeb?
Just some old mistake.
So in a nutshell, he sells videos of unsuspecting teenage girls to a dating site without their permission just to buy a car. Seriously, how has Zack never been expelled or locked up? Number 3. Cultural appropriation. You know it's gonna be bad when the actor himself later apologizes for a completely racist episode. While working on a family tree project, Zack discovers his alleged Native American roots. But when he comes to present to his classmates, it's hard to watch as he essentially turns the entire culture into a caricature complete with war paint and indistinguishable grunting.
They roam the wide open plains in search of their daily food. Me hungry.
Even activist Jesse doesn't call him out, and when he's made to redo his presentation, he comes out in a full Native American costume, complete with face paint and a headdress.
What you did was disrespectful to the class and to your ancestors.
Number 2. When Kelly dated Jeff. This pairing was so wrong on so many levels that it's hard to know where to even begin. Firstly, Jeff is Kelly's boss at the max and pretty much abuses his power to make her go on a date with him. If that doesn't creep you out enough, let us remind you that he was in college and she was about 16. He cheats on Kelly, and when she catches him, he's hardly apologetic and just rattles off a list of excuses.
I broke up with a great guy for you.
You're very special to me, but I'm just not ready for a commitment right now.
This relationship never should have happened, and we probably wouldn't see it on our screens today. Before we unveil our top pick, here are some dishonorable mentions.
Zack told us everything.
Exactly how much did Zack tell you?
He told us all about your tropical disease. About the sneezing, itching, memory lapses.
No! Kelly, get out of the car! Kelly, get out of the car! No, Kelly! Oh, great point, Slater.
Yeah, well, it wouldn't have happened if it wasn't for you, Preppy.
I'll drive.
You sure you're okay, Preppy?
You kidding? I'm fine.
All right.
All right, let's go.
Zack, do you want a girl or a woman?
I want to go back to class.
Hi there. Who are you?
Your worst nightmare, pal.
Number 1. The Girls of Bayside Calendar. When the school shop isn't making much money, Zack sends Screech to take photos of the girls in their swimsuits without their permission.
School store will be the only place where you can get your very own Girls of Bayside calendar.
They're understandably furious when they find out. However, when a photographer says he wants to turn them into models, suddenly they forget how creepy this whole thing is. Zack then selfishly tries to sabotage Kelly's big shot by psychologically manipulating her until she quits.
What's wrong? You just took away the biggest opportunity of her life because you were afraid you were gonna lose her.
So to recap, Zack sells photos of underage girls without their consent, then mentally bullies his girlfriend, and still manages to walk away consequence-free. Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from MsMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.